My staff are in the crowd here today to help you with your bidding, help you with any questions you may have in regards to the contract in the Section 32. There's Claire, Michelle, Wade, Jay, Ramat as well. If I've missed any, and Zach somewhere hiding, I'm sure. Again, they're here for any questions you may have before we get underway. Before we get underway, I just want to talk to you about the format for today's auction. It's fairly simple. I'm going to read through the key terms in the contract, talk through the rules for today's auction, talk a bit about the home and the opportunity before we get underway. And then from that point forward, I'll open up and I'll call for your competitive bidding. The property is known in the contract as Lot Number 1 on Plan of Subdivision 438217G and Certificate of Title, Volume 10562, Folio 168, or more commonly known to you and I as 101 Leila Street here in Mount Waverley. Today's sale does include all the fixtures and fittings. What I mean by that is the floor coverings, as in the carpet, electrical light fittings, window furnishings, and of course all the appliances that are there and in working order currently as well. We are selling today via a public auction whereby a 10% deposit is required. You can pay that in the form of a $20,000 deposit today via bank transfer or bank check, and then you can pay the balance of that on Monday to make up the 10% that will form part of the contract. Settlement terms, super flexible. 30, 60, 90, 120 days. Whatever works for you basically within those parameters that I've mentioned. If you have anything outside of those terms that you were interested in, please just raise your hand so one of my staff members or Claire can come and have a quick chat to you. For 30, 60, 90, 120 days, settlement makes it super flexible. Whether you need a little bit more time before you move in or if you want to get straight in and stuck into the property, then you've got that option to do so. The rules for today's auction, they're fairly simple. They are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prevent an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, major disruptions by bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids. The words during the auction are used to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward. Again, any questions, raise your hand or one of my staff members will come and have a quick chat with you. But before we do get underway, I need to talk to you about the home and opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, single fronted, own frontage, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, double lock-up garage, single level home for a few great reasons. Number one, that's right, they don't make them like this anymore. They don't make they're making double stories. Single level homes are rare. They'll be super rare in another 5 years, 10, 15, 20 years time. So if you're ever thinking of downsizing or if you're investing, then this is the type of property that's going to be very scarce. So my advice to you today, if you are looking to purchase, is take advantage of this fact, purchase today. And whether you're going to move into it, whether you're going to invest in it, you've got the opportunity to renovate the home if you'd like, put in some timber floorboards and paint the property, make those cosmetic changes and upgrades you will to make a perfect family home for yourself or an investment property. Beautiful lounge living area, so you've got 2 large living zones, one at the front, one at the back of the kitchen, huge timber kitchen there as well. Nice sizable bench top as well, chuck a big stone bench top on that one and it'll come up a treat. Beautiful north facing decking at the moment, it's full of sun. That's probably the spot that we want to sign contracts later if you're successful, because it's a lovely spot, it's catching all the sun at the moment and a great place to enjoy a day like today in an area like this. Short distance, almost walking distance, probably walking distance depending on how fit you are, to Mount Waverley, central shops, cafes, restaurants, etc. The Glen Shopping Centre, only a few minutes drive from here. Chadston Shopping Centre, only a few minutes drive from here if you're game enough to go there at this time of year. And of course, you're inside the Mount Waverley Secondary College catchment zone. So if you want capital growth over time, well, this is probably one of the best school zones in Melbourne. Certainly always in and around the top 10 school zones in the area. So location amazing, the format of the property excellent. You've got opportunity and options with this property. The quiet, beautiful sun-filled street with lovely neighbours who we've met throughout the course of the campaign. So it's really up to you if you've come here to secure this fantastic home and opportunity. Make sure you raise your hand, call your bid out nice and loud, and before I knock it down, you are the last person standing, so speak it. So how I sell, I call 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call, and when the hammer hits the contract like so, the property will be sold. We cannot take a bid or offer after that takes place. Make sure you've raised your hand, called out your bid, and I open it up to you now. Bidders and buyers, a fair and reasonable start. 101 Leila Street here in Mount Waverley. Bidders and buyers, start me where you like. Start me where you like, I'll be guided by you. It's okay, I can stay out here a while, put the sunscreen on before. Up to you to make a start. Rather you do than I do. I'll kick things off in a moment or so if I don't hear a bid or offer. Make a nice easy start, then I will for you if you like.
950.
950, there's the start anyway. 950,000, we're off and running. Gentlemen there next to Claire. Good luck with your bidding, sir, here today. Offer the first bidder could be right down to the wire as well. At 950,000, we're off and running. I'll take a $20,000 rise from there if you like. Call it 970 to make it nice and easy. At 950,000 in front now, 970 to make it nice and easy now. You want to sell the property here today, but you've got to raise your hand and call that your bid. Put yourself in the box seat to buy here today. At
990.
960 online.
990.
990 even better. 990 in front. Do we go to a million, sir, up the back or online as well? 990 up the back. At 990,000 now. At 990 the bid. A good strong bid and start there. 3 bidders in the race now. At 990,000. At 990 you can round me to a cool 1 million if it makes it easy, sir, or online as well. 990 is in front. At 990,000 we work with you if there's no better bid or offer. We'll negotiate with you straight after auction if need be. But at 990 the bid rests with Madam there next to Michelle.
1 mil.
1 million now, rounds it up now. $1 million in front with Claire. At $1 million now. At $1 million now, call a $10,000 or $20,000 rise from there. I'll take it $1 million in front with Claire's buyer there.
Another 10,000
$1 million and 10. Do we go to 20, sir? $1 million and 10 is there. At $1 million and 10. $1 million and 20 if you will. $1 million and 10 is here. At $1 million and 10, you've got to be in it to win it.
$1 million 20.
$1 million and 20, there's the bid there at $1 million and 20. Haven't shaken all parties yet at $1 million and 20. $1 million and 30 back at you if you like. $1 million and 20 is there. At $1 million and 20 now. At $1 million and 20 now on my left hand side. At $1 million and 20 online. At $1 million and 30, do you want to go there to those parties both in front? At $1 million and 20 now, I call 3 times. We get to work with you if there's no better bid. Make that crystal clear. We'll negotiate with our highest bidder. I'll need to know shortly. Calling it 3 times. First call. Second call. Third and final call. All finished.
$1 million and 30.
$1 million and 30 in front now. At $1 million and 30 in front against you as well. At 40 if you will. $1 million and 30 we have here. At $1 million and 30 now on side on my left hand side. At $1 million and 30 is the bid. 40 anywhere at all across the road or online against you as well. $1 million and 30 is the bid here. Need to know quickly and shortly, otherwise we negotiate with our highest party here today. At $1 million and 30, that's the case. I call 3 times. First time to call. $1 million and 40, back in. Shaking now, $1 million and 50 if you will. $1 million and 40 is there. He's got the right license plate, that one.
Will we take 45?
I'll take you 45. $1 million 45. Needs to stop and park and come out. $1 million and 45. Do we go to $1 million and 50? Take the 5 rise, if you will, from here to our parties across the road. Same opportunity here. $1 million 45 on side on my left-hand side. Call 3 times. I work with the family here. $1 million 50. $1 million and 50. Got it there at $1 million and 50. Had $1 million and 50 now in front. Had $1 million and 50. We call 3 times in a moment or so. Work with you. First time in the call now at $1 million and 50. Second call now. Had $1 million and 50. Third and final call. All finished and done.
55.
55. Just snuck in front there. Snuck in front at $1 million 55. Looking for $1 million 60 or better from here. At $1 million 55 now. 4 have been in the race so far. At $1 million 55. I make it crystal clear. I negotiate with the highest party still at this point in time. And 99% of the time they turn out to be the bidder, the buyer of the property. So they're in the box seat at that position now behind me on my left-hand shoulder, the family there. At $1 million and 55, I call 3 times. Get to work with you in a moment or so if need be. Need to know across the road if we're done and finished now, or I wrap it up. First time in the call now. At $1 million and 55. Second call. At $1 million and 55. Third and final call. All finished. Done. Silent at this point. Thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. At this stage, we're still sitting here now at $1,055,000 on my left-hand side behind me here, giving you some time and thought process, if you like, to be able to raise your hand and call out a further bid from here to put yourself in front. My instructions are fairly clear. I am going to negotiate with the family here on my left-hand shoulder in a moment or so, and they may have the best chance to become the successful purchaser shortly after auction. So I tell every other bidder and buyer here today, your final opportunity, if you wish to put yourself in front, is now. You'll need to place your bid or offer from this point in time. Otherwise, I'll work in a private negotiation fashion with them just after auction, and I'm sure get to a positive result very soon. $1,055,000, final moments and opportunity. I'll call 3 times, calling for a rise of 5 to call a mill 60 from here, if you will. Need to know now if you're in or out. I call 3 times and I work with our family. First time in the call now. $1,060,000, and there it is from Madam here under the tree. $1,060,000, she's there now. Very close now to $1,060,000 now. Very close, Jay. $1,060,000. Had $1,060,000 now. 65. We go fast back at them. Need to know now. $1,060,000. She's in front. Same opportunity applies. I work with her if there's no better bid from here. Had $1,060,000 now. At $1,060,000 now. Do we go 65? Nice quick bid's the way to go. 65.
65.
65. Now they say 65. She says 70. Do we go 75 or 80? But strong bid's the way to go. Mill 70's the bid.
Courtney, how much now?
Mill 70. Need to know in a moment or so.
75.
Mill 75. Mill 75. Both. $1,080,000. $1,080,000. Had $1,080,000 on my right hand side under the tree. Had $1,080,000 against you in front, and on my left, 85. $1,090,000. Had $1,090,000 now. Had $1,090,000. Jay, are we still there? Do we get a 1-1? Strong bid might be the way. $1,090,000. The bid, madam, has it under the tree. Need to know very quickly, very soon. I call 3 times and work with her if need be. At $1,090,000 is the bid. Had $1,090,000, I call 3 times in a moment or so to work with them. First time of the call now at $1,090,000. Second call now at $1,090,000.
95.
$1,095,000.
1.1.
1.1. At 1.1. Zach, I'll get you instructions, please. 1.1. At 1,100,000 now. Bids with madam there under the tree at 1.1. At 1.1 now. She holds the box seat against our other parties at the moment. Still likely that there's 2 or 3 bidders in the mix now, but at 1.1, she's in the box seat. At 1,100,000 now. At 1,100,000 now on my right-hand side. On the market. On the market there, Zach gives the news. We sell away to you, madam. If there's no further bid at 1.1 million, we sell here. 3 times I call. We knock down to sell to you. At 1,100,000 now.
102.
1,102. 1,102. 102. 102. 1.102. 1,102. 1,102.
1.105.
1,105. 105 to make it easy. 105. Just the 2 of you left in it. 105 the bid. I hold for instructions here on my left. We sell to you if there's no better bid.
107.
107. 1.107. 1,107. Do we go to 110? And round it up to 110 if you want. Yep, 110. 1,110. Got it. 1,110. At 1,110,000, Jay. Do we go to 15 strong bids? Maybe the way to go. At 1,110,000.
115.
1,115,000. 115. At 1,115,000. Do we go to 20? 1,115,000. 115 the bid. Do we go to 120? At 1,115,000. So 115. I'll just check it in a moment or so as they discuss. But at 1,115,000, the keys belong to you. If there's no further bid or rise, We look to knock it down shortly. At 1,115,000, we call now. First call. At 1,115,000 on the second call. Third and final call.
3,000. 1.18.
118.
Yep.
Yep. 118, Jay. 1.118. We get 20. Round it. Yes. Okay. 1,120. 120. At 1,120 now. Do we go to 25, Claire? At 1,120,000. It's like a game of tennis now between the two. And when we 1,120,000 on my back left, we sell.
3,000.
Making it tricky for me. 123. 1,123. Just go to 125 on the ground up, bid $2,000. 125. 1,125,000. Yep, 1.125. 1.128. We go to 30. $1,000 rise if you want, goes to 30. 1.13. Do we say yes or no? Do I yell it out nice and loud? 1.128.
1,130.
1,130. Jay's deep baritone voice letting you know.
2,000.
132. 130. Hey, 1,132. Do I go to 135? Or a knockout bid? 132 is the bid. Give you a moment or so, but I count it down in a moment or so as well. 1,132. First time in the call down, 1,132,000 under the tree. Second call at 1,132,000.
135.
135. 1.135. 1,135. 135. To make it easy.
2,000.
137. 137. Go 140. 137. Big decision, great family home and opportunity, so we give each other enough time to make those decisions. 137, 1.137 the bid. At 1,137,000. What do we do from here, Jay? First call, second call, third and final call.
1,140.
1,140,000.
2,000.
142.
143.
143.
44.
144. 144. Hey, 1,144,000. Do I go to 145? Hey, 1,144,000 the bid.
145.
145. At 1,146,000. 146. Do we go to 150 with a strong bid? Call it your last perhaps if you will or you want. At 146, should we just go there at 150? What do we say? At 146 now on my right hand side there in front. Might need to test. At 1,146,000. First call. At 1,146,000 on the second call. Third, final call. All finished and done.
150.
1,150,000, bang. Good bid. The roundup bid now 150. 1,150,000. At 1,150,000.
1,000.
151, I thought so. 151. At 1,151,000. Here, guys. To a potential sale here. But I'll need to know in a moment or so, Jay. At 151. First time of the call now at 1,151,000.
52.
152. 153. 154. 153 there. 153. I'll give a moment again for discussion. At 1,153,000. I should have brought some deck chairs and some lunch. I apologise. 153. 155. 155. 1,156. 156. 1.156. 1,156. 156. Now I need to know again. Got to call 3 times in a moment or so.
57.
157. Claire, 157. At 1,157. 158. 158. First time in the call now. At 1,158.
160.
160. At 1,160. 161. At 161. At 1,161 again, still under the tree. The bid lies with Madam Nair, 161. Again, I called 3 times to sell in a moment or so. 1,161 the bid. First time in the call now at 1,161, and I sell away. Second call at 1,161. Third, final call.
165.
165, good bid. 166. She's still there. 166.
166, 500.
166 and a half. 166 and a half.
500.
167. 1,167. 167. 1,167. At 1,167,000. Call 3 times again. First call. Second, third, final call.
170.
1,170,000. At 1,170,000, can I guess the next bid? At 1,170,000, are we done?
5,000.
171. 171. 171. You can grab a bottle of water. 171. Where do we go? At 1,171,000 the bid. I call again 3 times to sell. Jay, need an answer fairly quickly at 171. First time of the call now at 1,171,000. Second call at 1,171,000. Third, final call. All finished and done. 172. 173. 1,173,000. It's still with you at 173. 1,173,000 for the first call. Second call. Third and final call. Selling.
175.
175. At 1,175,000. 176? Was that 1,000?
500.
Could we just call it 1,000? It's easy for my counting. 176.
What's the part now?
175. So we go to 176. Yep.
1,000.
176. 176, Jay. 176. At 1,176,000. Again, I called 3 times to decide the fate of this property. 176. First call. Second call. Third and final call. All finished and done.
177.
177. 178. 1,178,000. At 1,178,000. At 1,178,000. Do we go to 80 or not? We need to know now. Let's go strong or not. 178. 178. 1.178. At 1,178,000 now. Again, I call 3 times. Do we go to 180? First call. Second call. Third. Final call.
179.
1,000.
180. 1,180,000. 180 now. Again, I need to move it quickly. I call 3 times. Need decisions fairly quickly on both sides. Had 1,180,000. Call 3 times. I need to sell. First call now at 1,180,000. We sell away here. Second call. Third and final call. Are we done? Finished? Do I sell there? Need to know.
81.
181.
1,000.
182. You both want it, but I can't see you all living together. 182. It's with you still. At 1,182,000. First call again. Second. Third and final call. Selling. Selling. At 1,182,000.
185.
185.
1,086.
186. 186. Wait, watch the time. You may need to get late the road at 186. At 1,186,000 is still with you, madam, across the street. At 1,186,000. Need to know now. I've got to call 3 times and knock it down fairly swiftly, so I need to know, Jay. At 1,186,000 the bid. First call. Second. Third and final call. All finished and done. Selling. Selling. Are we done, Jay? 1,186,000. Are we finished? I just need to know before I knock it down over there. I want to make sure 100% finished. I appreciate your bidding, and unfortunately, we'll find you another property, I hope. At 1,186,000. The bid's there. I count it down 3 times. I have to sell. Make it clear unless I hear Jay's loud voice behind me. At 1,186,000. It could be yours. First call. Second. Third and final call. Selling. Selling. Congratulations. We are sold. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for attending another Ray White.